Welcome back, everybody, to Grand Tactician, the Civil War. I'm Grumpy Grandpa Gaming, and this is episode 46 of our Confederate Summer 61 campaign in version 1.10 using the A.O.M mod. Now, once again, as you can see, we are directly loaded into a battle, and this is happening on April 25th. So, this is the army of, Indiana and its First Corps attacking our Corps of the Arkansas, which is part of the Western Department. So the Corps of the Arkansas was supposed to be on the way to assist at the Battle of Second Palmyra, but the Army of Indiana has intercepted. So April 25th is the second day of Second Palmyra, and this is happening at 0200. So this Corps was never going to arrive on the field. Or it should have never arrived on the field. I forgot to go back and check the paperwork before I saved over it. But in reality, this Corps would never have arrived to help because this army intercepted it. So this is happening second day of Second Palmyra, but this is the Battle of Springfield. So because the other battle is currently happening, the Army commander, the Corps commander, and the Army commander Beauregard and the Corps of the Missouri are not going to be arriving to help at all, as they are still engaged in the other combat, and it reflects that here, as they are not shown on the OOB for this battle. So we are facing off against General Palmer and his Corps commander McCook. So they're defending Daniel's farm up here at this crossroad, and I'm hoping they're not there, because we can deploy not too far away from it. But the way there's a straight line here makes me think they might be over here on the objective point. Because that's actually, see that rail line right there on my approach path. So it's actually really good defense points where I would defend. So I'm going to set my army up along here. And I'm going to attempt to move my artillery up here because this is sloping ground. It'll give them a little bit of height. But I'm going to see if they were here first. I don't have any cavalry in this corps whatsoever. I do have a 4th Corps on the way, 4th Infantry Division on the way for it. And I still have yet to recruit a cavalry division for it, so I have no cavalry scout arm for this corps. So we're going to be doing a slow advance with skirmishers forward. See if we can't spot the Federals. I'm hoping they are not defending here, and I'm hoping they're back here somewhere, possibly up in this wood line. That's another good defensive choice, though it takes them off the objective. But if they're not here, I can grab that point, and they will have to come at me at that point. And they've already taken 80 casualties of attrition. Their morale is at 55 to my 49. So I'm going to get my boys set up and get ready for an advance, and I will be back once I have contact with the Federals. So it's 03:30 in the morning. The Federals were not on the objective point. I have got no dust trails, no soundings. I'm not sure where they are at this point. For I know they could be all the way back here at this entry point. Or this one. Oh, there's a dust trail. There they are. What are they doing all the way over here? Not even facing my direction. Huh. Oh, now I know where they are. They're probably going to come right down this road. That's good. We got some sloping terrain here, too. Yep, leave this Indian Allies division here on the railroad line. And put the other 2 divisions here at the artillery and a line across, and we should be covered. And I left the engineers behind. Alright, I'm going to redeploy into defensive positioning, and I'll be back with those dispositions while we wait for the Federals to make a move. So it's 0610 in the morning, and we got a brigade of cavalry inside of us now. Looks like they're just going to push down that road. Got to turn these guns. And give them fire at will orders for now. You guys need to level up. Get digging. Alright, so they're not lemming charging the cavalry, but they are unsupported. 2,100 men. This brigade's 17. This Porterfield's 2,300. So let's see if we can't see this cavalry off before their brigades arrive. They're still back here. Need orders engaged. Go get them. Springfield. I think every brigade in this corps has Springfield rifle muskets. Yep. Everybody but the engineer should have him. Ooh, they're going to make a fight of it. Just fire at will orders, huh? Should be able to see them off before this next closest unit arrives. Cavalry coming. There they are. 400 men. That's it. All right. Looks like I'm getting the worst of this exchange. I wonder if these guys are armed with sharps or not. They backing off now? Alright. brigade's ready to break. Just keep hitting them. And you guys turn on that brigade. Fire on them. Ignore the small brigade. They're being handled. Damn it. We're getting ready to break. Go rally. The hell? Alright, time to pull these guys out. Thought we'd break them before infantry started arriving, but that's not happening. Back on counter battery. Let's bring them up to this knoll over here. Should have them there to begin with. That's too close to the line. And he's broke. Don't know why. Nobody's firing at him. You're probably going to see a little jump in recording here. Things got a little loud behind me. I had to go take care of that. So he's broken. He shouldn't have broken. Hopefully they rally up pretty quick. But their army doesn't look so hot either. So 2 cavalry brigades ready to break. There's an infantry brigade over here. Look like it's ready to go. Yep. This brigade's falling back in order. Good, you're not feuding anymore. Get back on long range. Speed this up a little bit. Brigade's coming on my flanks. You guys go take care of them. any viewer units in this. Up first, South Carolina, 1st Confederate State Sharpshooters. I want to say South Carolina. Advancing at them. These are all recently recruited batteries. I think these are all the Delaware guys. You just marching into me? Dockery wounded. Just Dockery. Alright, center. Not good. Early, don't get yourself killed. Where are you going? Guys are just marching into me. Go get these batteries. Start hitting them on the flank. I'm gonna push this flank, I'll push your other flank. Good, break them. There we go, that's what I want to see. Might be another brigade back here, but I'm not sure. There they are. Alright, this barrage should be seen off already. There we go. that cavalry. Hopefully this starts a chain reaction. Yep, they're down to 40 now in their morale. Don't fire at them, fire at the cavalry. Not worried about them. Yeah, forget it. Fire at them. Those brigades are broken. Get after that artillery. Everybody advance. Yeah, Shaver's taking a lot of casualties, so they are starting to withdraw now. Very good. Very good indeed. Casualties a little too one-to-one for my liking. Good. That should be all their guns now. Let's go see if we can finish off that cavalry brigade. Go, very good. Nope, they're running. I'm going to catch them. They are hot-footing it out. There you go. Let's just speed this along a little bit. We're not going to catch anyone else. So let's save this real fast. Here we go. So, that could have gone a lot better, and it did. I wasn't expecting those units to be coming on my left flank the way they did. And the one brigade breaking when nobody was firing at it while they were withdrawing orderly kind of pissed me off a little bit. But it is what it is. So we took out 1,100 of their 12,000 infantry, 250 of their 2,400 cavalry. We got all 10 of their guns for a total of 1,500 or 15,000 man force. We lost 1,153 of our 19,251 infantry. None of our guns for a total of 1,153 loss. Let's take a look at the paperwork. Engineers were not involved. Native allies. Hughes Brigade is the one that broke. Caused 143 casualties to cavalry. Tandy Walker did 132 to infantry, 7 artillery for a total of 139. Pawnee Brigade, I thought they did better than this. 38 to infantry, 9 to cavalry, 14 artillery for a total of 61. Division total of 343. Maury's Division, which has Shaver's Brigade, Dockery's Brigade, and 1st Confederate State Sharpshooters. Shaver's Brigade did 321 infantry casualties, somehow plussed up to 322. Dockery's Brigade did 196 infantry, and the Sharpshooters did 152 to infantry and took 17 prisoners for a total of 169. Division total of 687. Watkins Division, which has Claiborne's Brigade, Porterfield, and Little. Claiborne did 84 to infantry, and that's it. Porterfield did 55 to infantry, 97 to cavalry for a total of 152. And Little's Brigade did 12 to infantry, 36 to artillery for a total of 48 for a division total of 284. So it looks like Maury's did the best so far. And the artillery division did 80 total. None of these are viewer units. I'm not going to go through them individually. But 80 total for the whole division. All right, let's close out of here. All right, victory at the Battle of Springfield. We caused 1,479 casualties. Thereof 158 killed, 558 captured. Our casualties total 1,153 men, with 124 killed, 155 missing, and the rest wounded. Captured 843 rifles and 5 guns from the battlefield and sent 555 soldiers to Andersonville and Camp Chase. And Captain Hole loses face. This got to be one of their. That's one of the federal battery commanders. All right. Let's get this rolled off. Like I was saying, I kind of messed up on the defense on that one. I wasn't expecting them to swing around my flank like that. My fault completely. Let's get this. Advance this to at least a 26. I want to see if I can get to the end of the month. If we make it another 5 days without another battle, that'll be a close to what I'm now calling Bloody April. Because it's been a battle, at least 2 battles a week this month. This month alone has been 7 battles in the month of April. All right, now on the 26th. Who's withdrawing? What is this? Marietta. First Corps Army of New England was coming towards us. All right. So we haven't advanced the game too many days, so I'm going to pause this here. And hopefully I'll be back in 4 more days with the end of the month, where I'll do a map update and probably end the episode. This way we start the next episode with the monthlies. So I'll be back. So we've made it through to May 1st, finally seeing an end to Bloody April. A lot of movement happening on the map. Some things are a little stagnant, but my corps all's trying to recover. If you look to the right hand side of the screen, you'll see most of my corps down in the yellow. Some are back up in the green. But right now we're looking at resting and refitting the corps before continuing further moves. So we'll do a quick map update here, starting in the west, moving east, and then we'll close out the episode. So if you notice, the Corps de Rio Grande is now back inside Nebraska territory, and they are heading towards Pawnee Rock. So Army of Iowa and its First Corps, I guess their readiness came up about the same time as Longstreet's did, and they advanced on his corps. Longstreet chose to immediately withdraw. Don't blame him, as this corps is now up to it's 4,200 climbing to 7,500, so he would have been outnumbered 2-1. So withdrawing was the best option. I probably would have, if they'd give me the battle screen option, I probably would have withdrawn also. There's no way I was going to win that. So, like I said, he's on his way to Pawnee Rock, which is good for us because that'll put him closer to home territory where he can get draftees into his army faster and replenish his numbers and get resupplied. Though I don't think supplies here at Pawnee Rock are that good. No, it's Kieran, yeah, not Pawnee Rock. Yeah, they don't have much in the way of provisions. We grab some provisions from Oregon Trail. But, yeah, hopefully sitting them here for a few days will bring their numbers up, and hopefully that army does not follow them south. Over here with the Western Department, Corps de Arkansas still at Springfield where the hospital is being built. They're at yellow readiness. When they're back in the green, and they got some supplies back, I'm probably going to send them at the 2nd Corps of the Army of Missouri over here, because we do outnumber them. And I believe I'm going to leave the Corps of Missouri here, as we still have Federal Corps north of us. They keep coming down, we beat them back, they go back north again. So Weisiger and his corps is going to stay here for now. I don't think I'm going to be moving the Western Department at all for the sort of foreseeable future. Over here in west, east of them, Corps Western Tennessee has taken Chicago. So next step for the Army of Tennessee is to come south towards Peoria and take that under our control. And I think that will give us everything inside of Illinois. Do we have Cairo? Yes. So that'll give us every city inside of Illinois also. Once he has Peoria, I'll move him into Davenport. Over here with Jackson's army. Corps of Eastern Tennessee, they're up in the orange now, which means I was able to withdraw them to, I'm sending them down to Covington, Kentucky, just so they can recover their readiness faster. And I'm probably going to attach his corps to Jackson's army, because I don't believe I'm going to need him in the Western Theater anymore. And with Jackson's army, the Corps de Kanawha has made it into Charleston, Virginia. I keep wanting to say in West Virginia, but don't exist. It's down here in Charleston. Corps de Monongahela is still sitting here at Marietta. They'll be ready to move again in about 15 days. Now I'll be moving them into Grafton. Now there is a federal corps in the area. A very weak one, though. I didn't catch which unit it was. It engaged and got in close and then retreated away. So there is corps in the area. So I'm drawing off whatever was over here. Yep, this corps is moving back this direction. And these have retreated south. That's the Army of Tennessee and its 1st Corps. So it's only got the 1 corps, but it's retreated south here. But they were in a state controlled by us, so they are going to be attriting out because of that. Eastern Virginia looks like it's clearing out. I've lost sight of all... Oh, they're all stacked up now. I didn't lose sight of them. All these corps are still here. I'm going to assume they're regaining strength. Some of them, their units have totally disintegrated and they haven't added more in. Like the Army of Shenandoah is down to 1,000 men and 5 guns. They haven't replaced the losses in these corps. Yeah, they're not replacing the numbers in these units. So what I might do next is send Corps to Shenandoah into Maryland and take Annapolis and Frederick and Cumberland. And Baltimore. Because his corps alone can fight them all by himself. Because he's been sent for so long, he's now almost to 30,000 men. Probably the strongest corps I have, along with the Corps of the Potomac, which is 25,000 men right now, going on 26. Down here, Fortress Monroe, the siege is still ongoing. This is the longest siege we've had. Though it is in our favor heavily. It is now 93% chance of victory, so hopefully this will be over in a few more days and I can rest this corps up. And I don't know if I can get back up to strength because these are all Florida units. I just don't think I have anybody available from Florida anymore. That state doesn't start with a lot of people in it, so I think I've sucked it dry at this point. And the gift squadron, still looking at a month of repairs for the big boys. Yeah, my 3 biggest ships are a month away from repairing. One of them is almost 2 months away, but I want at least the sloop or the sidewheel frigate ready for action. And the Atlanta and the Georgia are 67 days away from completion. And with the Raider Squadron, I think the Bon Secours is still repairing. Yep, 13 more days on repairs for the Bon Secours, which is a lot better because that was over 30 days. Moving it to the 2-star port has sped up its repair by a good 2 weeks. But these fleets are going to be much stronger than them before then, so I'm probably not going to be able to make any. 7 ships, 6 disabled, 3 guns. Alright, I'm going to be sending them at this Key Squadron again as soon as that ship's ready. Only 1 ship's in the AO. The 2 of them should be able to handle it. We're going to have to avoid the Gulf Blockading Squadron. They only got 8 ships, 6 of them disabled, but they got 30 guns, so I'm probably not going to be able to take those on with the 2 rams. And almost done recruiting those 4 more divisions. So I could ship out 2 divisions now, and I'll get on that at the end of the video. And when the other 2 are ready, I'll start forming the 3rd Corps for the Army of Northern Virginia. Alright, I do believe that covers everything. So, if you're a new viewer, return viewer, if you're not yet subscribed, please think about hitting that subscribe button. If you do, remember to hit that bell icon so you'll alert when the next video comes out. If you'd like a brigade in one of my armies, please let me know in the comments below. Type of unit, state, uniforms, weapons, and officers, and I'll oblige on all counts if possible. And comments, please do keep them coming. And I'll see you all at the next episode. Stay grumpy.